afternoon. This is the knitting news from Knit Happens Teesside for Thursday the 7th of November 2019. Maggie was working on multiple projects, and the first project out of the bag was the green one, which I think is a long sort of boxy cardigan from Tall Yarns, and it's luxurious yarn and a lovely garment, but I do think there's quite a lot of stocking stitch involved in it. So she does a couple of rows and then it goes away and out comes the Fair Isle addiction. So she's making the roadside beanie, and I'm quite sure it is called the roadside beanie even though it's got boats on it. And I think she's done a boat. She'll be having it finished shortly. This is masala chai tea. Athene was crocheting, I think it was a shawl, using, I think it was cotton, and it was a big ball, plied with 2 plies, and each ply was different colour, running into other colours, and it was changing colour as she made it. And they were very lovely sort of subtle blues and greens and greys and things like that. Very tasty. Very nice. Sarah was very pleased with herself because she only had one project with her instead of multiple projects which she could sort of lose and sit on and things. So her project was Lost in Time, which is a shawl, another crochet shawl that's built up of repeats of a pattern. It was really, really lovely shawl, but she didn't like it at first. I think that might have been because it was grey, and then there was more colours that had come through, and then she'd started to like it. But I think it's lovely, and we all think it's lovely. So she might get that finished. And she's very, very neat at crochet, and there are some little sort of rows of squares in between the fancy stitches, and they were like a machine had done them. Lovely little beautiful squares, all perfect. Andy was working on her cardigan that has stripes coming down one side and going across the other side, and it's supposed to be quite an unconventional construction, but I haven't seen a picture of it, and I'm quite sure that she is following a pattern and it's not just out of her own head, but then again it could be. So that's sort of greys and blues again, and well, I think it was baby alpaca, and she made us all have a feel, just so that we could fully appreciate it. Anyway, I'd like to see a pattern of it. Oh yes, and she did have her wool around the back of her neck again, which always looks quite interesting. People go past and what's she doing with the wool around her neck? Jill's trying to finish off a project from earlier on in the year, I think it is, because it's a summer cardigan and it's quite lightweight and lacy, and well, it'll come in for next summer, won't it? Doesn't really matter what season you're knitting, what season's garments in, because you're going to wear them eventually. Now, I'm working on, I can let the cat out of the bag, because I did let the jumper out of the bag. I have this, I have my own Christmas elf called Emily, my daughter. And she's just like a Christmas elf, so she needs a Christmassy jumper. So I'm making this. So I had to get it out of the bag so that she could see. And that meant then I could get it finished and get cracking and finish it off, instead of keep shoving it in the bag every time she's around and then finding something else to do. So, this is my jumper for my little personal Christmas elf. And it's the Tylwyth jumper by Rosee Woodland, and it was in Knit Now issue 101, which did disappear from Maggie's house. She came the other day and she said, "I'm sure I've got that magazine." I said, Yes, you have. This is it. If I'm lucky, she might forget again. Because actually, there's something else in it I'd like to knit too. So, for this week, I think that's just about it. More news, maybe next week.